A strange new object has appeared in our solar system, and it's turning everything we know about comets upside down. It's known as 3I Atlas, a recently discovered interstellar object, and it's defying all logic. What we expected to be a simple comet on its way past the sun has become something completely different. Scientists are baffled. For the first time ever, an object in our solar system seems to be maneuvering against the forces of gravity. And it gets stranger. This object has no tail, no traditional sign of cometary activity. Instead, it's emitting jets, glowing a bright blue, and accelerating in ways that we can't explain. Is this just a cosmic fluke, or is something else happening here? Today, we'll dive into the ongoing investigation that's puzzling scientists around the globe. From high-tech telescopes to government briefings, we'll piece together this mystery and explore the possibility that 3I Atlas could be more than just a simple comet. Could it be a fragment of something much more intelligent? The story of 3I Atlas began in late 2025, when a strange object was first detected moving through our solar system. It wasn't just any comet. This one had a weird trajectory, and its behaviour was even more bizarre. Observatories in places like NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Harvard University, and the Galileo project in Las Vegas started picking up unusual signals almost immediately. On October 29, 2025, 3I Atlas reached its closest point to the Sun, what astronomers call perihelion. By all rights, this should have been a moment where it showed typical comet behaviour, brightening as it heated up, shedding a visible tail. But that didn't happen. Instead, something far more unusual was unfolding. Instead of a faint, icy tail, the object began to glow a brilliant blue, much bluer than the Sun itself. And that wasn't all. Scientists noted a sudden increase in brightness, 5 times brighter than expected. To put that into perspective, it would be like seeing a streetlight become 5 times brighter without an increase in power. There was no natural explanation. For weeks, astronomers had been scratching their heads. Telescopes in Chile, Hawaii, and Italy had all confirmed something strange was happening. And then, the unthinkable occurred. It began to accelerate in ways that no known natural object could. There was no visible tail, no signs of traditional cometary outgassing. Yet, 3I Atlas was speeding up, moving faster than anything else in our solar system. To put it into perspective, it was travelling at 150 km/s, 3 times faster than the fastest rockets ever launched by humans. No comet, no asteroid, and no interstellar object has ever been observed doing this before. It was as if 3I Atlas had developed its own propulsion system, working against the gravitational forces of the Sun. What could be powering this acceleration? Some experts began to suggest that the object might not be a comet at all, but rather a fragment of something else, something far more metallic and engineered. Could this be a sign of extraterrestrial technology? As the investigation gained traction, one expert stood out among the rest. Dr. Avi Loeb, a professor of astrophysics at Harvard University and the founder of the Galileo project. Dr. Loeb, known for his unconventional ideas, didn't hesitate to offer his interpretation of the strange behaviour of 3I Atlas. During a Newsmax interview on November 7, 2025, he stunned the world by confirming something no one had expected. This object appeared to be manoeuvring, as if it were under some kind of control. What we're seeing here is unlike any natural phenomenon we've ever observed, Loeb said. This is not just a comet. This is an object that defies everything we thought we knew about celestial bodies. Dr. Loeb went on to explain that based on the data, it's likely that 3I Atlas is using some form of internal propulsion. But of course, there was one major catch. No one knows how it's possible. The mystery surrounding 3I Atlas wasn't just a matter of academic debate anymore. With the object continuing its strange path, the stakes were rising. Even Congress had taken notice. On November 10, 2025, US Representative Anna Paulina Luna, along with other members of Congress, pressed for the declassification of images taken by NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. There is more to this than we've been told, Luna stated in a public briefing. The American people deserve to know what's really happening. But despite the increasing pressure, NASA has yet to release the high-resolution images that could provide vital clues. The scientific community is left in the dark, relying on incomplete data from observatories around the world. And so, the question lingers. What is 3I Atlas? Is it an alien probe, a fragment of a lost civilization? Or is it simply an incredibly rare cosmic anomaly that science hasn't yet figured out? As we speak, observatories in Chile, Hawaii, and Italy are still tracking 3I Atlas, trying to understand what's happening. The Virtual Telescope project, led by Dr. Gianluca Massi in Italy, has even broadcasted live imagery of the object. What they found is nothing short of astounding. The colour shift of 3I Atlas is so extreme that it can be seen with the naked eye from Earth. But scientists have also noticed something else, a complex series of jets emanating from the object's surface, jets that don't correspond to any known form of cometary outgassing. What's more, these jets are blue, much hotter than anything we'd expect from an icy body in the solar system. Could they be the result of some kind of internal process, something artificial? As 3I Atlas continues its journey toward Earth, we're left to wonder, what will we find when it makes its closest approach on December 19th, 2025? Could it fragment? Could it release more jets? Or could we discover something far more extraordinary? A metallic structure, an alien probe, or something entirely unexpected? Scientists, including Dr. Loeb, believe that this next phase of observation will reveal a lot. By the time it reaches its closest point to Earth, we'll have more data, and the high-resolution imagery might give us the answers we've been waiting for. Until then, the mystery continues to deepen. What do you think? Could 3I Atlas be an alien probe, or is it just a bizarre cosmic object that happens to break all the rules? Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications because we'll be following this story closely. The mystery of 3I Atlas is just beginning, and we'll be here to bring you the latest updates. Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll dive deeper into the technical details of this extraordinary object. As we continue to investigate 3I Atlas, we're left with an unnerving question. Why is this object behaving so differently from anything we've ever observed before? What exactly is causing it to maneuver in ways that go against everything we know about gravity, motion, and celestial mechanics? Let's break down the data. Over the last few weeks, scientists at NASA, Harvard, and other leading observatories have been combing through the information gathered on 3I Atlas. The results are fascinating and perplexing. One of the most critical aspects of the 3I Atlas anomaly is its unexplained acceleration. Unlike traditional comets, which accelerate toward the Sun due to the outgassing of volatile materials from their icy surfaces, 3I Atlas isn't exhibiting the expected behaviour. In fact, the acceleration it's experiencing is unlike anything we've seen before. Dr. Loeb and his team have analysed the object's trajectory and found that 3I Atlas is accelerating at a rate that suggests something much more powerful than a simple reaction to solar heat. The calculations show that the object's acceleration is equivalent to a jet ejecting 5 billion tons of mass, a force that would require a massive amount of energy. Now let's compare that to something more familiar. When a spacecraft uses propulsion, it sheds mass to move forward, but it also expends fuel, and the mass loss is relatively small compared to the acceleration produced. Here, though, we're seeing a completely different scenario. No visible expulsion of matter, no heat signatures, no typical signs of energy release. Yet the object's acceleration is happening, and it's happening fast. At this point, many scientists turn their attention to the role solar radiation might be playing. Normally, we would expect a comet to exhibit some tail-like behaviour as it nears the Sun. This is due to the solar wind and radiation stripping away gases and dust from the comet's surface. However, 3I Atlas has no visible tail. Instead, it's emitting these strange blue jets, and the object's behaviour is far beyond what would be expected from any natural cometary evaporation process. The blue colour shift alone is enough to set alarm bells ringing. Comets typically show a yellow or greenish hue due to the presence of carbon-rich molecules and water vapour. The fact that 3I Atlas is bluer than the Sun suggests that something else is at play, something we've never seen before. The radiation being emitted from the object doesn't seem to align with anything we understand about normal comet behaviour. Instead of showing the typical infrared glow, it's emitting shorter wavelengths, which are usually associated with hotter, more intense sources of energy. To understand what's happening on 3I Atlas, scientists turn to spectral analysis. By studying the light reflected off the object's surface, they were able to determine its composition. And what they found was truly remarkable. The object's surface is rich in nickel, a metal that is often associated with asteroids, not comets. There's very little iron, which further supports the hypothesis that 3I Atlas might not be a typical icy comet, but rather a metallic body. This raises even more questions. Could this be an interstellar asteroid rather than a comet? If so, where did it come from? And why is it behaving in such an anomalous way? Interestingly, the composition of 3I Atlas aligns with certain other objects we've observed in our solar system, such as the interstellar asteroid Oumuamua. Oumuamua's sudden acceleration and unusual shape sparked similar debates. Was it a natural object, or something more extraordinary? Now, with 3I Atlas, we find ourselves in the same position once again, faced with an object that doesn't fit the mould of anything we've observed before. As this mystery deepens, observatories around the world continue to track 3I Atlas, collecting data and forming new hypotheses. The Virtual Telescope project in Italy, led by Dr. Gianluca Marsi, has provided some of the most up-to-date images of the object, showing its erratic motion and unusual brightness. The object's speed and trajectory are another source of confusion. 3I Atlas is moving at speeds 3 times faster than any rocket we've ever launched, yet there's no obvious force propelling it forward. And even more baffling, its trajectory is perfectly aligned with the plane of the planets. This suggests a degree of precision that we wouldn't expect from a random interstellar object. At the same time, the Galileo project in Las Vegas has been monitoring the object's behaviour, and while the team has observed the same strange acceleration, they've also picked up on another oddity: the jets. No natural comet produces jets like these, especially in such a precise pattern. This raises the possibility that the object is intentionally releasing material, perhaps as a way to manipulate its trajectory or stabilise its movement. Meanwhile, solar activity continues to ramp up. Solar storms have been reaching higher intensities, and many fois on are. Astronomers are wondering if there's a connection between the solar radiation and 3I Atlas's odd behaviour. Could the radiation from the sun be interacting with the object in ways that we don't fully understand? For now, the connection remains speculative, but as we continue to observe 3I Atlas, these solar storms may provide some much-needed context. After all, the sun's activity can affect the trajectories of comets, asteroids, and even artificial satellites. Could the strange acceleration we're seeing be caused, in part, by a mysterious interaction with the sun? The investigation into 3I Atlas is far from over. As the object approaches its closest point to Earth on December 19, 2025, the stakes are higher than ever. Scientists around the world are eagerly awaiting the high-resolution images and radar data that will provide critical answers. Will 3I Atlas fragment, releasing more jets or smaller objects? Or could we be witnessing something even more extraordinary? A controlled maneuver, a metallic fragment of an alien probe, or even a technological structure? The countdown to December 19th is on, and the answers could change everything we know about our place in the universe. This is one of the most perplexing mysteries in space right now, and it's unfolding in real time. What do you think? Could 3I Atlas be a sign of extraterrestrial technology? Or is it simply an anomaly we haven't fully understood yet? Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. And make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because we'll be following this story as it continues to develop. As new images come in, we'll bring you the latest updates on 3I Atlas and the strange cosmic event unfolding in our solar system. Stay tuned for part 3, where we'll dive into the latest findings and the possibility of a close encounter with this mysterious object. As we move closer to December 19, 2025, 3I Atlas is approaching Earth at an alarming pace. The data that's been gathered so far is enough to rattle even the most seasoned astrophysicists. But the real answers, those that will reveal whether this object is truly an anomaly or something far more extraordinary, are still out of reach. High-resolution imaging from the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter and other space telescopes are expected to provide clearer views of 3I Atlas in the coming weeks. But we can't help but ask, what if this is only the beginning of an even bigger revelation? What if the true nature of 3I Atlas isn't just a comet, or even a comet at all? As we approach the climax of this cosmic event, astronomers and astrophysicists are weighing several possibilities for what 3I Atlas might be. Let's break them down. Natural comet. It's still possible that 3I Atlas is a rare but natural interstellar comet. If this is the case, it would require a massive rethinking of what comets can do. We've never seen a comet that behaves in such a dramatic, unpredictable way, especially one that shows no tail and yet accelerates without traditional cometary outgassing. But, at the end of the day, even the most bizarre behaviours could be explained by the right set of circumstances. This scenario remains a possibility, though it's growing less likely with each new observation. Interstellar asteroid. Given the object's metallic composition and lack of a visible tail, some experts suggest that 3I Atlas might be an asteroid rather than a comet. This would align more closely with the data we've observed, especially its high speed and irregular trajectory. The possibility that 3I Atlas is a fragment from an ancient interstellar asteroid cannot be ruled out, especially since we've seen similar behaviour from other objects, such as the interstellar asteroid Oumuamua in 2017. Technological probe. Then, there's the theory that has captured the public's imagination. Could 3I Atlas be an alien probe? According to Dr. Loeb and some of his colleagues, the unusual acceleration, its precision trajectory, and the unexplained jets might point to one thing: a controlled manoeuvre. Could it be that we are witnessing a piece of extraterrestrial technology, sentient or not, passing through our solar system? The lack of a visible tail and the unusual spectral data certainly lend weight to this theory, and the idea that it could be an alien probe is something that many scientists, including Loeb, are willing to entertain. Artificial structure. Finally, some fringe theories are suggesting that 3I Atlas might not be a single object at all. Instead, it could be a fragmented, artificial structure, a remnant of a broken or disassembled craft. The precision of its movements and its jets could be evidence of a complex, purpose-driven object that's fallen apart. This theory remains on the fringe, but it's hard to dismiss given the extreme rarity of such behaviour in cosmic objects. As we get closer to December 19th, the possibilities are endless. One thing is clear: 3I Atlas is unlike anything we've ever seen before, and the data we've gathered so far is only scratching the surface. One factor that continues to play a significant role in our investigation is the Sun itself. As 3I Atlas approaches the inner solar system, solar radiation and solar storms are becoming increasingly important. We've seen unusual solar activity in the past few months, and it's possible that these storms could be interacting with the object in ways we don't fully understand. But how? There's a fascinating question here. Could the solar radiation be influencing 3I Atlas in a way that causes its odd acceleration and colour shift? The Sun's radiation is known to affect the behaviour of comets and asteroids, but typically, it causes them to release gas and form a visible tail. So, why is this not happening with 3I Atlas? Instead, it's emitting jets, and they're unlike anything seen before in any other object. What's also curious is that the jets appear to be releasing material at a much higher rate than would be expected from a typical comet. Could the Sun be interacting with the object's metallic surface in a way that triggers this sudden and intense acceleration? It's a possibility that requires more observation, but the answer is far from clear. As we approach the next phase of observation, the high-resolution images expected from the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter and other space telescopes could hold the key to understanding what's really going on. These images will offer detailed views of 3I Atlas's structure and behaviour, potentially revealing whether it's disintegrating, emitting new jets, or even releasing smaller objects into space. The coming days will be critical. If 3I Atlas remains intact, it could mean that we are looking at an artificial object, one that's designed to withstand the extreme conditions of space travel. If, on the other hand, it breaks apart, it could indicate that we are dealing with a natural object after all, one that is simply in the final stages of its cosmic journey. Whatever happens, these images will help us move closer to the truth. One of the most fascinating aspects of this investigation is the idea that 3I Atlas could be a piece of extraterrestrial technology. As we've seen from the work of Dr. Loeb and other experts, the data suggests that this object is moving in a way that defies conventional physics. Could this be a sign that we're being visited by an alien civilization? It's a thought that has captivated the imaginations of many, but it also raises a significant question. What would it mean for humanity if 3I Atlas is indeed extraterrestrial? If this object is an advanced piece of alien technology, we'd be looking at a cosmic discovery of monumental proportions. It would open the door to the possibility that we are not alone in the universe and that others, perhaps far more advanced than us, have been observing our solar system for longer than we've realized. The implications of this theory are staggering, and as new data continues to roll in, we may be closer to answering that question than ever before. We're in the midst of one of the most exciting and mysterious events in modern astronomy. What do you think? Could 3I Atlas be an alien probe, a fragment of an interstellar asteroid, or something else entirely? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your theories. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest updates. With December 19th fast approaching, the answers we've been waiting for could be just around the corner. Stay tuned for part 4, where we'll explore the final conclusions of this extraordinary event and the potential implications for humanity and our understanding of the cosmos. As December 19th, 2025 draws closer, the cosmic mystery surrounding 3I Atlas reaches its zenith. Observatories around the world are preparing for the most intense observations yet. High-resolution images from NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, radar scans, and optical telescopes will soon provide the clarity we've been waiting for. At this very moment, 3I Atlas is speeding toward its closest approach to Earth, just days away. The question on everyone's mind, will this object fragment, release more jets, or perhaps reveal something far more extraordinary? The closer we get, the higher the stakes. What will these final observations reveal about the true nature of 3I Atlas? We are about to witness an event that could change everything we know about our solar system, and perhaps our understanding of life beyond Earth. There are still multiple possibilities for what we might discover as 3I Atlas nears its closest point to Earth. Let's revisit the most likely outcomes. Natural comet. The anticlimax. While this seems increasingly unlikely, it's still a possibility that 3I Atlas is simply a comet exhibiting extreme behaviour. If this is the case, we'll likely see it fragment as it gets closer to the Sun, with more gas and dust released in a typical cometary fashion. The object could display a more conventional tail, but this outcome would still require a huge shift in our understanding of cometary behaviour. Metallic fragment. An interstellar asteroid. A more likely scenario, based on the object's metallic composition and the absence of outgassing, is that 3I Atlas is an interstellar asteroid. If this is the case, it could pass by Earth without any dramatic fragmentation. Instead, we might observe more of its high-speed motion, showing us an object that's been drifting through space for billions of years. No tail, no outgassing, just pure rock and metal, moving at an unimaginable velocity. Alien technology. The mind-blowing revelation. Then there's the most exciting and the most controversial possibility, that 3I Atlas is some form of extraterrestrial technology. If we observe evidence of purposeful propulsion, structure, or some kind of deliberate activity, it could confirm that we are not alone in the universe. The idea of alien technology passing through our solar system would be a watershed moment for humanity, forever altering our place in the cosmos. Artificial structure. A fragmented spacecraft. Another possibility that's been floated is that 3I Atlas could be a fragmented artificial structure, a remnant of a spacecraft, or a piece of an ancient alien installation. The unusual jets, along with the object's precision movement, could indicate that it's not just a chunk of space rock, but something far more complex, possibly a disassembled probe or another type of controlled mechanism. As we move closer to the climax of this investigation, we must prepare for all possibilities. But one thing is certain. Whatever happens, it will be a momentous event in human history. When we finally get the answers to this cosmic mystery, the implications will be far-reaching. For the scientific community, 3I Atlas presents an unprecedented opportunity to examine an object that's behaving in ways no one could have predicted. This could provide crucial insights into how objects from other star systems behave when they enter our solar system. If it's a comet, it could reveal more about the early conditions of our solar system and the way comets interact with the Sun. If it's an asteroid, it could confirm that interstellar asteroids are more common than we thought, reshaping our understanding of the cosmic landscape. But if 3I Atlas turns out to be some form of alien technology, the ramifications for humanity would be profound. Not only would it challenge everything we know about physics and space travel, but it would also force us to rethink our place in the universe. Are we alone, or is there a larger cosmic community out there silently observing us. This could be the discovery of a lifetime, and its consequences would echo through history. Right now, as we wait for the next wave of data, the uncertainty hangs in the air. The world's leading scientists, including Dr. Loeb and many others, are eagerly awaiting what the December 19th approach will bring. Could we be on the verge of the most important scientific breakthrough in history? Or will 3i Atlas simply fade away, leaving behind more questions than answers? The answer to this mystery could be just days away, and the stakes couldn't be higher. As we await new images, calculations, and the final moments of this cosmic journey, the eyes of the world are focused on one question. What will 3i Atlas reveal when it gets here? If 3i Atlas is not just a comet, asteroid, or anomaly, but a piece of something greater, it could have profound consequences for our understanding of the universe. What if it's a sign that we're not alone? The idea of intelligent life elsewhere in the galaxy is a question that has captivated humanity for centuries. Could 3i Atlas be evidence of a technology far more advanced than our own? Dr. Loeb in particular has pointed out that the object's behaviour may not just be a fluke, but may indicate that we are seeing something truly extraordinary. If confirmed, 3i Atlas could be the first definitive proof of intelligent life beyond Earth. The mystery of 3i Atlas might ultimately prove that there's more out there than we've ever imagined, perhaps even something watching us from afar. The implications for science, philosophy, and humanity's future would be profound. We're nearing the final moments of this investigation, and the questions continue to pile up. What will we find when 3i Atlas reaches its closest point to Earth? Will we be able to finally solve this mystery, or will it deepen even further? What do you think? Could 3i Atlas be a fragment of an ancient civilization, a comet that defies the laws of physics, or something more mysterious, perhaps even alien? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. This is an open question for everyone, and your theories could help shape the future of space exploration. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of the upcoming updates on 3i Atlas. As the closest approach nears, we'll be keeping a close eye on this object and sharing the results with you as soon as the data comes in. Whatever happens next, one thing is for sure: we are living through a moment in history. 3i Atlas has already taught us more than we could have ever imagined about the nature of our universe. Whether it's an alien probe, an interstellar asteroid, or something else entirely, the answers to this mystery will send shockwaves through the world of science and beyond. The countdown to discovery has begun. Keep watching, keep wondering, and remember, the universe is full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered.